Hi, I'm Deconverted Man. I stumbled across this video asking the question if there's a God from the Mormon Foundation. It reads in the video description, watch how scientists explain in their own words that God is real. Through their careers, they have learned that their faith and science are more closely related. Well, that's interesting. Let's see if they actually do any of that. But my number one complaint with these videos is I don't know who these people are. They never give their full names. But in this case, I was able to do some research and find out who they are. Well, don't worry, I found out who they are, and I'm going to be showing you who they are. So sit back, strap down, and I don't know. Here we go.
I am a man of faith, and I'm also a scientist, and to many people, that may appear to be an inherent conflict.
Yes, it does appear to be a conflict, Norman Tolk. Wow, you have an entire wiki page about you. That's so small I could fit it on one screenshot. Amazing. Oh, the other thing I found for Norman Talk was, of course, his Mormon page. See, it says, hi, I'm Norman. So see how the whole, hi, I'm Deconverted Man thing now pays off? Okay. Yeah, so that's all I could find out about him. He's a scientist, and he's got a wiki page, and he has the Mormon page. And that's about it. Now, it says on the Wikipedia that he's always been a Mormon, like, his whole life. So it's not like he, came to the faith later and, like, realized through science that it was true or anything like that. And, of course, he's not going to tell us how the conflict between faith and science is resolved. He just says, yeah, I'm a man of faith and a man of science. And how do you square that peg? I don't know. It doesn't tell us. So, hey, here's a scientist that's also a Mormon. Whoopee-doo. Moving on.
A lot of people think that if I believe in evolution, then that means we came from apes and God doesn't exist. And it's not that way.
Well, Kevin has his own video on the Mormon video archives where he explains that he's a scientist that is also a Mormon. Yay. I found that. Okay. Does he explain anything more there? Nope. Just that he accepts science, except when it comes to his faith, basically. I mean, he doesn't say that, but I mean, how do you square the peg of evolution and God? We don't know. He doesn't say that here. Doesn't say it in the other video either. So, yeah. But he's got his own video, so that's a thing. Oh, what else does he have? Oh, yeah, I found this. He's got that. Yeah, this Trinity website, proudly promotes that, he has a PhD and, he's a scientist and he believes in God. I guess they may or may not care that he's a Mormon. I don't know. I don't know if this is a Mormon website, but I found this. That's what he's got. That's all I could find.
Me being a scientist, I've thought a lot about, creation and how this magnificent world has been put together. And when I learn about the science, it gives me more confidence in the Almighty God.
All right, Grant, I'm sure you're going to tell us why learning more about science gives you more confidence in God. No, you're not going to do that. You're just going to say that. So, the video description said that they would, tell us how science and their faith are, connected somehow. And they haven't done that at all. And Grant certainly didn't do it. I mean, he's sitting there like, oh, I've been thinking about creation. So you're already assuming that it's a creation by doing that. I've been thinking about the world, and here's this science that I've been studying, and that shows by this method that it was created. And here's how that works. Because that's, a formula and a test and a thing that I could write up as a scientific paper and I'd be super famous for doing. He didn't do any of that. He didn't do any of that at all. So yeah.
But it isn't until you experience yourself that you can really know the truth.
Oh, come on, Sargo. That's not a scientific statement that you have to experience it yourself before you know the truth. What if you can't experience it? Then you'll never know the truth. Isn't there an empirical method or a test you can use, like, I don't know, a microscope to see it? Or no, you can't? No? Hey, they put the play button right on top of that girl's head. That's an unfortunate pose they chose there. I mean, they had all that room. They could have, like, centered them better so that didn't happen. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted by the webpage that shows who Sargo is. Is that how you pronounce his name? I don't know. Don't care either, really, to be honest. I mean, here's another Mormon that happens to be a scientist. Yay! Yeah, and no explanation more than just, well, I believe this, and you have to experience it to know if it's true. But okay, even if I did experience it, how would then that mean it is true? I mean, I might believe it's true, but that doesn't make it true. So yeah, that's not a very good method there.
Prove something is one way, and then I also know in my heart I can learn truths other ways.
On one hand, I have proof and evidence, and on the other hand, I just can believe that these things are true with no system at all. Whee! Okay, that didn't show how science and faith, like, were linked, or that it didn't do what the video said that it was gonna do.
I believe in God. I believe this world was created.
Why? Why do you believe that? What's your methodology for determining that was so? Do you even have a methodology? We're not going to find out, are we? Nope. Okay.
You have to pray, ask for enlightenment to find the truth.
That doesn't sound very scientific.
My faith is the source of inspiration. It's a source of energy. It unifies our knowledge of where we are and who we are.
All right, so that's it. Here's some scientists that also are Mormons. Whoopee-doo. Scientists that I can't find that much information about. So whatever it is they're doing is not that noteworthy, I guess, or hasn't made that big of an impact. I mean, I kind of wonder how many of their papers have been cited, like if they're failed scientists or not in that regard, like the creationists that are also scientists. The appeal to authority here is evident. Here's scientists, they believe in God, therefore God, right? I mean, that's basically what you're trying to do. Well, what the video says is, faith and science, they're cool with each other, but they're not. Otherwise, the scientists in the video would have explained how those two things interconnect, which they didn't. They didn't address that point at all. So that's the thing. You've got two fundamentally different systems at play. You've got one that's rigorous, requires peer review, requires evidence, requires testing, requires retesting, requires that you demonstrate your results and other people get to look at that and see it. And then you have faith, which is just, I believe this, I believe that. Okay. And it's two different systems completely and utterly. And you've ultimately and horribly failed to link the two together. So, no to this ad. That's all it was an advert. Goodbye, I'm Deconverted Man. Hear that? That means I have to re-record this. Fuck.